Okay.
Our product is the interchangeable toothbrush head, and my name is Isaac Allen.
Michaela. I'm Crystal Blazier.
And so in this class alone, just to give you some perspective, there's 22 students, and over the course of their lifetimes, let's say they've been using toothbrushes for an average of 20 years. During that 20 years, each of them are going to use 80 toothbrushes, which will amount to this 1,760 toothbrushes used and thrown away just in this class. Now, if you take it a step further and we look more locally, in Vanderburgh County alone, there's roughly 180,000 people in Vanderburgh County, and so the amount of toothbrushes that they use and throw away over that same 20-year span is going to equal 14,500,000 toothbrushes, which amounts to 1.8 million pounds of waste just in the Vanderburgh County landfills. And so we did some research, and that would actually equal 4 statues of liberty. So just imagine putting 4 Lady Liberties in the landfills we have. That is a big problem. This problem extends even further nationally. Throughout the country in the U.S., we use and throw away 1 billion manual toothbrushes, amounting to 50 million pounds. So the problem is definitely evident. The question now is, what is the solution that we can use to try and fix this problem? The solution we've come up with is this interchangeable toothbrush head. The entire toothbrush head is going to be made out of the polyethylene material, which is going to allow it to be completely recyclable, which gives us the opportunity to completely eliminate the waste altogether. However, not everyone is going to recycle the toothbrush, so even if they were to just throw away the toothbrush heads, the average is to use two toothbrushes over the course of 6 months. So if they were to use just 2 toothbrush heads over that same time span, we would reduce that waste by a minimum of 50% throughout the country.
Okay, and our industry trends are going to be waste prevention, since it will be recyclable. It's also going to be vegan friendly, since our toothbrush is made out of polyethylene. A lot of the toothbrushes heads nowadays, the bristles are made out of like different kinds of hairs. 75% of the population is recycling in some way, so we'll be targeting at least 75% of them. And also the manual versus electric. According to the American Dental Association, manual is just as good as electric, so it doesn't really, we're targeting the whole toothbrush industry. Also, we looked at Colgate, and they were actually are trying to become a green company. They have 37% of their packaging right now is recycled product. They also changed their LED lights to save electricity, and their goal by 2020 is to increase their recycling content. And our opportunity size is that 83% of U.S. households use manual toothbrushes, so that's 103.4 million U.S. households. And the manual toothbrush industry is an $811.4 million industry, so if we just took 1/10 of that, it would be $811,000.
Our competitive advantage, what we did is we looked at 4 of our competitors and kind of compared where we stand with them. Our first competitor we looked into was Brush with Bamboo, and they're probably the leading toothbrush in the environmental friendly world right now. So what their bad reviews were is that since it's made out of bamboo, it has a sort of a gasoline taste to it, and that doesn't go away for a few months until you start really using it, and then it goes away. Some others is it caused splinters, and then the bristles were the bristles fell off of it. The next one we looked at was the Oral-B electric toothbrush, and this is obviously made from really heavy plastic, and it's battery operated. And sometimes when you buy it, it doesn't work, so you have to take it back and get new ones, because it's not like a manual toothbrush where you could just do it yourself. Then we looked at the normal manual toothbrush. It's extremely difficult to recycle since it's made out of 3 different products instead of just 1. And then it's more expensive than the toothbrush that we're thinking about making. For the preserved toothbrush, the angle is really awkward to brush with since it kind of curves in. It is, the recycling program ended that they had, and then the bristles are not soft. For our validation, we asked Family Dentistry, and they said that they were really interested in our product as long as the price point was fine and as long as the functionality of the toothbrush was up to par. Then we talked to a landfill, and they said that this would benefit them enough where they would be interested in doing a recycling program in conjunction to the dentist offices to help eliminate some of their landfill waste. Then we did survey data and interviewed a couple people, and 95% of them said that landfill waste is problematic, and 100% of them said that they would be interested in looking into this toothbrush or purchasing it, as long as the price point was reliable and functional. Our problem and solution we've kind of already went over. We're wanting to make a recyclable toothbrush, and that's kind of where our product comes in. Our key metrics is our survey data and then the two individuals we've interviewed. The amount of waste that we're going to prevent is at least 50% of the toothbrushes that's already out there. And then the number of prospects, there's 40 toothbrush people that make toothbrushes right now. And there's top 3, and that's Colgate, Oral-B, and Crest. And so we figured since it's such a huge market, we can always target any one of those. And our value proposition is, since we're only making our product out of one thing, it's a lot cheaper. So instead of $1.08, which is the normal toothbrush price to make right now, that's not without labor, that's just with the product. And ours is 5 cents per pound, so it's going to be less than 5 cents for the product alone. It's completely recyclable, unlike the regular toothbrush, and it could eliminate 50 million pounds of waste.
And the unfair advantage is that we can get, ours is patented eligible, and also we can license it out to companies like Colgate and Crest. The channels we'd be going through would be personal contacts, trade shows where you can find Colgate and Crest, and then dentist offices. And our customer segment is going to be corporations in oral health, like Colgate, and then the end user will be the people using the toothbrushes.
Okay, so we've evaluated the problem. We've come up with a viable solution to help solve this problem, and we've done so in a way that allows corporations to take advantage financially. It also allows them to take advantage from a corporate citizenry standpoint, that they are helping the environment, and it is also going to be beneficial to landfills by freeing up space and giving them a longer sustainability.
All right. Thanks, guys.